Alright, 13th, welcome back. Are we carrying any injuries? We are not. You need some time to repair though. And I think we might try clear out one of these ruins, unless there is a necromancer circle that can give us some zombies. But we should start taking out things like these keep ruins and these brigand camps. Especially because most of the brigand camps at this stage are going to contain leaders, and now we are firmly in the trying to get our hands on higher level armor phase. Do I need that hooked blade? No, I don't. I mean, the war fork does have plus 10 chance to hit, which is a perfect training weapon. Actually, look at this. That's way better as a training weapon. Now I remember, money-wise, I need to buy another Dane axe so that Sparrow Fork can be on the back line, like Eric the Red. One of the other lads can still use that fighting axe. I'm just trying to think, if I have an 8-man line, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, I'm probably going to want one guy who's a axe specialist on the front line anyway, but not necessarily a shield breaker. Because if it's an 8-man formation, you'll have, it's, you know, like Bannerman, shield breaker, the 4 archers, shield breaker, but then there's a spot in the middle that won't be covered by the ability to break shields. So right in the middle, we'll have the guy with the fighting axe. I think I need any of this stuff. Weapon wise, under the battle whip, winged mace, long axe. I mean, with these, I worry about keeping Silius Sodus alive. There's a dagger for him. Do you have a dagger? I need to change his leveling, things I've taken for him level wise, but yeah, that works. Okay, so we've got shield breakers on the flanks. And then one of you lads here with decent fatigue needs to be in the middle with that fighting axe. Silius Sodus is a decent, he's the perfect candidate right now. Use the fighting axe. He's got recover and some of the higher fatigue compared to the other lads. Excellent. The next thing is I need to start buying up heater shields for all the lads that have shield specialization. So it looks like I need to buy 2 more heater shields. And we will keep looking to see if we can't find another tip. Ooh. Right, onward. A lot of money to make. Let's go see what's in Guardian Keep. Actually, now that I'm at the phase where I feel like I can, within reason, take on most of the stuff that's in these ruins, a falcon will be a good idea, because pop the falcon, see what you're up against, decide whether you want to run or not. Not ready to fight yet, we need to repair. I think let's go take on, there we go, ruined farmhouse. There's going to be a swamp fight. Yuck. Well, between ruined farmhouse and crumbling homestead. Okay, good. Just some thugs and raiders. Nice. There should be 25 in total. Summoned a few. That's so little. We certainly don't need kite shields if we up against no ranged fighters, though. One thing I'm noticing is a lack of any guys on the front line that are going to be flail specialists. We've just got the one, Northbane. And the logic of wanting a flail specialist is for specializing in taking down brigands, but we are not struggling with brigands whatsoever. I wonder if we're not actually past the point where we would get a lot of benefit out of a flail specialist. Yeah, we'll see. If we get someone who has melee skill that feels right. Cool. Let's see, so George goes there, Africa goes there. We'll wait for Creeper Jack to move. Perfect. And it's pretty great to see how we kind of have range superiority, even just with one specialist crossbowman and a couple of non-specialist guys. Once we do have specialist ranged fighters, you're going to be pretty fucking scary. I mean, a backline of 8 lads all shooting crossbows. I don't fancy running into that. Look at that. I've put no points into Eric the Red's ranged skill. And he seems to land those crossbow shots more often than not. Cheeky little thug. A die, mate. Oh, you lucky fuck. I think it makes a lot of sense that they changed the way disarm works. You can only use it once per turn. I mean, being able to theoretically disarm 2 people every turn is a bit overpowered. And Northbane, doesn't he look fantastic in his outfit? And that armor suits that helm that we got perfectly. Oh, that fighting spear. 3,000 gold, well spent, I think. Save some ammo, these guys aren't that scary. He gonna flee? He's gonna flee. Get him. Okay, his head's midair. There it goes. Oh, head's come off. Okay, Mace Raider, +3 melee skill. Teague, and I need to get that resolve up. Good learning. +1. For fuck's sake. The resolve on these guys is just absolutely terrible. I want to run those lads down. Who or what they are. Hopefully not too many marksmen. You still need, what, 18 more heads? Walk out of your tent to see Sealand and Caber Beast regaling one another with stories. You're not sure what a poacher and a thief would have in common, but they seem to be having a good time. Laughing, Sealand gives another story. One time, I was out in this pithy nobleman's lands hunting his buck. Shooting the damned deer was the easy part. Middle of field dressing it, I hear hooves beating over the earth. So run a rope up a tree, tie the carcass to it, and haul that sucker up there. No more than a minute later, butter, there's the nobleman with the constable and a retinue of lawmen. Caber Beast raises an eyebrow. It's a tight spot, sir. Poacher nods. Tighter than a cross-legged virgin it was. So this nobleman comes wandering just underneath me and sees all the blood. Starts barking that I come out and turn myself in. I had no intention of doing that, but unfortunately the goddamn buck starts slipping. I reach out for it, and I suppose the branch couldn't take no more and snapped. The nobleman looks up, just in time to get splattered by the belly of this deer. Meanwhile, I'm falling to certain death until the damned rope snags my foot and hangs me upside down before my makers. I give a bit of a wave. Hey fellas, don't mean to barge in like this. The thief laughs, but his face is a bit concerned. Stigland waves him off. Oh, I had a sense of humour about it. Thank the old gods. I spent a short 6 months in a dark pit. Nothing too bad, really. Right. Come on, brigands. You're making me chase you all over this friggin' map. Okay, some marksmen. I don't want to fight that during the day. But that I want to fight at night on level ground. You need a ranged fighter. Wait, armor attachments is what I need. Okay, we've got some junk to get rid of as well. Right, armor attachment. Yeah, I may as well just give the leather neck guard, it doesn't weigh anything. Now I can always replace that, in fact I'm quite likely to replace that. -2 maximum fatigue. That ought to do it now. Looking at who's got low resolve. Any helmets need painting? Nope. Okay, throwing axes, good. That's fine, that's fine. None of these lads have any kind of potential really as archers. Although I should keep buying nets for one thing. Oof, some of that's nice and cheap. Are there any backgrounds here that have increased resolve? Because I do need a sergeant. I think I'm going to try to hire a monk if I can. Monks are dreadful fighters, but that's actually fine for a sergeant. You took command of the company. It was a ragtag band of men clinging for life. An ad hoc assembly of cell swords stitched together with nothing if not sheer stubbornness and absolute contempt for common sense. Now you watch as the men walk around like frayed revenants of an unworldly wild. Their armor adorned with hideous scalps and pelts and bones. The ill-shapen recreation of conquest fitted such that others may know the 13th Legion could not be sorted by any mere measure known to the earth, whether it be monster or man. Will serve us well. I think I might actually give up fighting those marksmen. I mean, there's 5 marksmen there. If you get 5 guys all with tier 2 crossbows, that's pretty nasty. Hopefully there's a nice big old shack full of zombies there for us. So I'll resolve that. Famed. I did not buy another heater shield. I'm pretty sure I did. Shield specialization. Here we go. Look at that. I think there's one. There's another heater shield that needs to be bought there at least. Oh, a plethora and some. Awesome. That's like 20. Okay. Heavy flail tank. Where's my builds? Tank. Okay, so fast adaptation, yep. Gifted, yep. Rotation, yep. Shield specialization, yep. Student, yep. Nimble light armor build or battle forged for heavy armor build. Bam. Now North Bane is going to be super hard to take down. But have they changed how that works? Specialized in heavy armor. Armor damage taken is reduced by a percentage equal to 5% of the current total armor value of both body and head armor. So meaning that comes to 31%. 270 plus 331 is 501. Okay. Well, alright. Damage to armor from attacks. I've actually wanted to experiment with taking Nimble and Battleforge together, even on a heavy armor build, because like in this state here, he's vulnerable to heavy armor pierce damage, and unless he has an armor attachment that reduces the armor piercing damage. Because let's look at Nimble, so up to 60%. And it goes down to 40, so if I took Nimble on him, even if he's fully weighed down, he would still only receive 60% of hit point damage as well. But that seems like a little bit of a waste. I'm actually keen to try, though, giving Battleforged to one of the light guys, just to see what I can do. I want to see what's the heaviest armor I can give where I still have 49%. So, like, let's just take this combo here. 125, so that's 265. So 13%, so only take, what, 87%. That hardly seems worth it. We might as well move forward. Yeah, get one of the new guys, that bit of height advantage there. Belmont, you still don't have quick hands, do you? That Orkbane, you look so smart. Need to get you a green kite shield to match that armor. But no, fuck that. Our colors are red and orange. I might actually put shields away just to maximize damage on these frontline lads. But no, fuck that. We actually shouldn't be lacking for damage. That zombie wearing basic mail, is it dented? It is. Probably still worth trying to get it though. 50 to 80 damage in total. More than what the crossbow would get. I need to think about what my money situation is like, because if I can afford to give some training to the newer lads, it will well be worth it. Just keep accelerating them. We've got a very nice group of lads. We have a decent-ish group. A group that I would be gutted if any of them died. It might be worth kind of protecting that investment by training them to get them to level quicker. But I think I'm kind of in that phase now where the most important expense now, money-wise, is getting my archers and my sergeant and getting them the right weapons. I don't see myself spending a large amount of money on training until I've gotten all of the right weapons and armor for the backline, which would mean 3 tier 3 crossbows. And that's super expensive. I think I need to run my bannerman up to the north there just to make sure George Warhammer doesn't panic when he gets surrounded. Nice hit. And for a situation like this, I need to actually get bags and belts and quick hands, probably as the next 2 skills on my shield breakers, because like in this situation, I prefer for him to stand there with his shield and one-handed axe and protect the flank. Zombie nibble? It'll be interesting to look at the numbers on my crossbowmen once they even have a tier 3 crossbow. I mean, is 2 thrown hand axes at that range, I suspect might do more damage than 1 tier 3 crossbow shot. But then if I have Berserk... Oh, whoopsie, Berserk. Speaking of Berserk, it proc there on Trevor Belmont. If I play my cards right, I can shoot twice with the crossbow. Then I should look at the numbers. 3 thrown axe numbers might be higher than 2 tier 3 crossbow shot. Especially if you've got thrown weapon mastery. I'm starting to come around to the logic that like a crossbowman doesn't necessarily have to take crossbow mastery. Like a crossbowman could just shoot with his crossbow, which already has pretty damn good armor penetration. And then once the enemies are in this kind of range, then goes to his thrown weapons, which do real damage. And if I take duelist, then he's going to have comparable armor piercing damage with the thrown weapons. I think if I'm going to have 4 guys here, I might want to try that. I can probably see myself enjoying thrown weapon mastery more on someone who's got archery specialization. You take archery and you take thrown weapons. So then, like in a fight against brigands, let's say, You use your bow with aimed shots and what's that one perk called again? Bullseye to hit their marksmen. And once the marksmen are killed, then he switches to the thrown weapons and engages the front line, who have heavier armor and against which a bow is pretty much used. It does mean you have a few dead perks, which I never like, but I'm starting to come around against the versatility of hybrid builds like that. I'm busy talking and thinking about this stuff, but I just kind of forgot to mention that our DPS now is really getting up there. The amount of damage we're doing per turn across the whole group. I mean, it's just zombies, but we are fucking wrecking them. I look at that zombie as being a 50% chance to give me a set of basic mail. I reckon that's worth it. Actually, I should have rotated there. Missed an opportunity there. Nice block. I look forward to getting to the stage where we are financially so well off that all of the lads, even if they aren't dagger specialists, are going to have rondel daggers as a secondary to go to. Tier 3 crossbows on all the archers. 16 lads on the field. It's going to be good. Anyway, it's not counting our amazing fighters just yet. To get there, I need to stop the lads from dying. So I believe when you decapitate like that, it counts as hitting the head armor and not the body armor. I feel really good about that decision to spend the 3,000 gold on the war spear. I feel like it's really been worth it. Thankfully, none of the other lads have such crap melee skill that I feel like I have to make them spear specialists. Who else is a light tank? Maybe someone like Caber Beast. Does admittedly have, or Kretikoi, who could be like a specialist at holding the flank. He's got incredible melee defense. And he would really benefit from spear mastery. Spears, I think we do that actually. Having spears on the flank is... I mean, I could arguably switch Northbane to a spear build and have him hold the flank, but he's one of the very few heavy armor guys. And I think with a flail and duelist, do quite a lot of work. I could just make him a sword tank as well. Great sword user. I mean, if I give him a flail, the real reason you want to use the flail is to use thresh, which I'm not really going to use. Would really only be attacking in line like that. Honestly, I think let's change him to a great sword user. But then he's no, but then he has to use a one-handed weapon. Because he doesn't have the defense to be a raider. And he's got shield specialization. Then the question becomes, how can I get the most out of him with a one-handed weapon? Probably with a flail, and looking to pop open guys' heads who don't actually have a lot of head armor. Let's keep him as a flail tank. And then when he has fearsome as well, a three-headed flail could be pretty damn good too. Good, that's the 25 heads we need. Back to Holmvik, let's go get paid. I think while we're here, let's get some tools. The tools, yeah, there we go, they're very cheap. 320, that's below cost price, thanks. I wonder then if I should consider investing the 2,000 gold now on a three-headed flail. Then from raiding parties. Let's take some time to think, because you don't know what it is that's going to be raiding, or how tough it's going to be. And also, if it's raiders and they have a lot of marksmen and you get caught into a daytime fight, it can get pretty nasty pretty quick. Do I need these 2 crossbows? 2, 3, 4 crossbows already. Let's hang on to them. Note to self, I need to go to a taxidermist one. 8. 6. 215 is not that bad for medical supplies, but we are sorted for medical supplies. Three skull, defend. If we can join the war. Giant beast of the frozen waste, that's unhold fighting. Yeesh. 2 dozen opponents in battle, that we can do if we can find a big old group of zombies. But no, it's time to get involved in the war. I recall a while ago in a patch, there was a change made where you don't have to wait around for days for these raiding parties to actually hit your village. Brigands are in sight. Yeah, it's only a few marksmen, that's not so bad. Is that them? Yep, that's them. Okay. Do I want to bother with kite shields? I think I do, actually. There's the other group. It is going to be a struggle to take down their marksmen, but happily they are coming towards us. I'm going to be more defensive minded in this fight because bearing in mind we've got to fight 14 more nerds very, very soon. Wait, see if that raider comes forward and exposes himself. Excellent. Oh, but he's behind a bush. he does have quick hands. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, he held one shot. Ah, tier 2 marksman. Probably should have broken that shield. Ooh, scary. I really wish... When are they going to make a change so that the combat log has more than just either too small or too big? It needs to be just big enough so you can see like that. Fuck you, Brigand Raider. There's a problem having him there. Before. Damn it. I'm gonna wait there until someone can break that shield. Great hit, Siliosotis. 31 melee defense isn't that bad. A little unlucky that he got hit. There you go, fuck him up. You motherfucker. Fuck off! That's 3 in a row, is it, Trevor Belmont? Good. Nice block. Miss. Ah, Siliosotis. Legend. Oh shit, that was lucky. Lodorak was actually exposed there. If I stabbed that guy, I could get that nice basic mail, and some of the lads in the back line could do with that. That dude too has also got new mail that I could use. Oh, you lucky bastard. Oh, jeez, I didn't even notice. Whoops. Fuck off. Trevor keeps getting hit so much. I think his melee defense isn't as high as I think it is. Clearly not. Taking way more damage here than I had. Good, so at least all the marksmen are done with their fucking crossbows now. Oh, whoopsie. That's an exposed there. Ah. Ah, great shot. Nice, nailed him. That never gets old. Get wrecked. We have to be super careful in this next fight. Said we took way too much damage. Oof, one or two more, come on. Okay, there goes his body armor, never mind. Damn, we took an injury there. That's annoying. And I typically, like 2 days ago, I spent about 1800 gold on a Dane axe, and now I get one from a fight. Almost always the way it goes. Anyway. Okay, my tank takes Nimble and probably Colossus at this point to help keep him alive. Where's Tanky Lad? Nimble at the last level, yep, then Colossus. Then Weapon Specialization, then Recover, then Taunt and Steel Brow. 108, nice. I think for a Mace Raid. Okay, I thought you could take Nimble. In that case, then take Mace Mastery so you can start using that mace. Okay, and then we've got a reliable stun. Wooden stick. Caber Beast. I might actually make Caber Beast like an axe using tank in the middle of the formation. Or boy, he's going to be the outside. Okay, let's make Caber a light axe tank. Could take Colossus fine, but let's just give him axe mastery. So he sits in the middle between Silius Sodus and Lofric and breaks axes. Where's that hand axe? Fighting axe, excuse me. Raider. And... oof. Dreadful. My Raider lad. Steel Brow. Raider. Brow. All about keeping him alive. Mace Raiders. We're not going to have much time to actually heal up before we take this next fight. It's a little scary if I'm honest. An injury, we got damaged armor. That's a concern. Only 50 hit points. 7 hit points. Okay, it's only 2 marksmen and some thugs, but it's been 45 minutes, so when we come back we'll take on that fight, mop up those thugs. I've got the kite shields, hopefully keep me safe from those marksmen. Right, good episode. We finally got our one mace specialist going. The other one, Creeper Jack, isn't ready quite yet. When Creeper Jack is level 5 or 6, we'll put him on the front line. I think once he has rotation and mace mastery, at least he needs to be able to rotate himself out. Go ahead and repair all this good stuff here. Okay, good episode. Thanks for watching, friends. It's the 13 Legion. We are fully rolling now. I want to get this mission done, and then we can look to get involved in the war. Are we strong enough to take part in a battle yet? I don't think so. I think I want to declare for one of the houses, and then attack an enemy caravan that has some footmen, and then use that fight just to judge how strong we are. I'm pretty confident we can take on a group of footmen fairly easily. But I'm nervous of taking on missions where you have to take multiple fights against enemy soldiers in a row. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. See you next time.